You are now watching Shot Him 6 Times YouTube horror movie channel.
I shot him 6 times!
What's going on, horror fanatics? Welcome to I Shot Him 6 Times YouTube horror movie channel. As you know, I'm your host and creator of the channel, Marcus. If you have not done so already, please shoot this video a like. Helps out with the YouTube algorithm a ton. As well as if you're a new viewer to the channel, please shoot that subscribe button as well as that notification icon so you get all the latest content updates to the channel. In this video, I'm going to talk at full length about the new Scream 6 poster that was released on the film's official Twitter account on Christmas Day. But before we get into the meat and potatoes of this video, I just want to say I hope everyone had an amazing Christmas, got some great gifts, and most importantly, enjoyed your time with your family and friends. Okay everyone, so as you see in this screenshot that I took from Scream's official Twitter page of the poster, the first thing that stuck out to me upon first look was the many ghost faces that we see in the poster. So I did a count and I'm going to break down what the number of ghost faces could mean. And then after, we're going to hone in on two other clues that I found in this poster. Alright everyone, so as you can see, I counted a total of 19 ghost faces in this new Scream 6 poster. So, what could it mean? It could mean nothing at all, it could just be fancy poster art. But, in my opinion, I do think it does mean something. I think it means that much like in the teaser trailer that we got for Scream 6, where we've seen multiple ghost faces on the train and throughout the trailer, I think that it shows us that radiosilence has been listening to fans to at least some capacity, and they are at least teasing and hinting that we could possibly be getting more than 2 Ghostface killers in Scream 6, and even more so that there could be a cult of Ghostfaces being running around. Now, this has been a theory that has been talked about ever since Kevin Williamson made the script for Matthew Lillard to return as a cult leader from jail, running a cult of Ghostfaces to, hunt down Cindy Prescott and, try to kill her, what have you. This has been a theory that has been running for a long time, and this is something that fans want to see, including myself. So in my opinion, I think that even more so, if you thought so in the trailer that they were teasing it, I definitely think that in this poster that they are teasing the possibility that we are going to be getting more than 2 Ghostface killers in Scream 6, and that there could possibly be a cult. Now, I've gone on record saying before that I believe we will get a total of 3 Ghostface killers in Scream 6, but they will stay true to the Scream franchise by only revealing 2, and that third Ghostface killer won't be revealed until the 7th installment. Could I be wrong? Absolutely, but I'm sticking with that. I think that's what we're going to get. Another thing that I want everyone to take notice of about all these ghost faces, the 19 total ghost faces in this poster, is that if you count up all the Ghostface killers throughout the franchise, well, on paper, really not on paper, really just, on film, we have a total of 9 Ghostface killers throughout the franchise. If you, count up Billy and Stu, Mrs. Loomis and Mickey Altieri, Roman Bridger, Jill Roberts and Charlie Walker, Richie Kirsch and Amber Freeman. That's 9 total ghost faces that have been revealed so far in the franchise. But if you are a believer of Angelina Tyler being alive and being Roman Bridger's accomplice in Scream 3, like I am, then you will count a total of 10 Ghostface killers so far throughout the Scream franchise. So where am I getting at here? Well, there's a total of 19 Ghostfaces on this poster. Is this an indication that when Radiosilence's Scream trilogy, or whenever they're done doing Scream movies, or at least in this timeline, there will be a total of 19 Ghostface killers in the entire franchise? I think that it's something to think about for sure. Especially if we are operating on cult rules, then it would only make even more sense that the killer amount would tick up, in lesser time, if you will, between films. I definitely think that we have to, think about this, and that this is something to keep in mind. Is that if we are operating on cult rules, then by the end of this thing, throughout the entire franchise of Scream, we could see a grand total of 19 total Ghostface killers throughout this franchise. something to think about for sure. I think it's very, very possible, and it's somewhat hinting at that in this poster. And if that is the case, that when it's all said and done that we have 19 total Ghostface killers revealed throughout the franchise, then that means in Scream 6 and 7, we will be getting 5 Ghostface reveals apiece in both films. Again, we have 9 total Ghostface reveals right now throughout the franchise. There's 19 Ghostfaces in this poster. That means there is 10 possible Ghostface reveals left on the table, with Angelina, if alive, possibly being one of them, being she was never revealed in Scream 3 as Roman's accomplice. Okay everyone, we now move on to these next 2 clues that I found in the new Scream 6 poster, and the first clue we're obviously going to start off with is the stab billboards. You see it there on the top, and you see it on the bottom as well. It is now, at least in my opinion, confirmed that we are getting a Stab 9 film in Scream 6. Richie and Amber's whole premise for killing in Scream 5, their mission has been completed. This is what they wanted, was a new Stab movie to be made as new source material from their murders in Scream 5, being that fans, much like themselves, hated Stab 8 so much because the franchise got away from what made the franchise so great. So now, in this poster, it is confirmation that Richie and Amber's whole being for being Ghostface killers is now going to be acted out on screen. Another thing I think we should take notice of about, Stab 9 being confirmed in this poster is that now this also heightens the possibility that Samara Weaving's character in Scream 6 will be a character in Stab 9. Now, what character will she be? I'm going to say she will actually be playing Liv McKenzie, giving Samara Weaving and the actress to Liv McKenzie's facial identically. Like they look alike. They look like they could really be sisters in real life. So obviously this is just my opinion. I could be actually wrong, but I think that with Stab 9 being confirmed in this billboard and in the poster, that Samara Weaving's character will be playing a character in Stab 9 as opposed to actually having a real character in Scream 6 and being a Scream 6 character, if you want to put it that way. But that's just my take. Obviously that's not confirmation, but I think, given that, and I said this before in a previous video when I talked about Samara Weaving and her set photo when she was wearing that green dress, that she kind of reminded me of Jennifer Jolie in Scream 3 playing in Stab 3 as Gale Weathers. Could she be playing Gale Weathers in the new Stab 9? Possibly, especially with that dress. It definitely, does kind of hint that she could be playing a Gale Weathers type character. However, I think it is possible that she could also be portraying Liv McKenzie in the new Stab 9, being that her and Liv McKenzie look just alike, at least in my opinion, or at least have some facial similarities. Another clue that I picked up on was the wrongly accused Broadway musical billboard that you see on the right hand side to the bottom. And I see many fans that when this poster came up on Twitter, when this was released on Twitter, a lot of fans are saying that they feel like this could be some type of Gale Weathers musical. However, I'm actually going to counter that and go in a different direction and say that this musical will be an homage to the Cotton Weary character. And I'm going to play a brief clip on why I believe this is such.
Are cool. There's some who still keep a safe distance, which is odd for me because I've always been sort of a people person.
You were wrongly accused. You were fully exonerated.
Boom, there you hear it right there. From the interviewer of Current Edition's mouth to Cotton Weary. You were wrongly accused. So I'd like to think that this clip that I provided from Scream 2 is further evidence that this wrongly accused Broadway musical that you see here on the billboard in the Scream 6 poster is not more centered around Gale Weathers. I believe that this is going to be an homage and more centered around the Cotton Weary character. Now, would Gale Weathers' character probably be acted and be portrayed in this Broadway musical? Absolutely. We have to keep in mind that Gale Weathers is the reason why Cotton Weary was fully exonerated on his charges of killing Maureen Prescott to begin with, We also have to keep in mind that from the start, she always thought that Cotton Weary was innocent. So it would not be surprising at all to see Gale Weathers' character being portrayed in this Broadway musical. But as far as the musical actually being about her character, I'd like to think that I just proved that that's not true, and that it is more about Cotton Weary's character and him being wrongly accused of Maureen Prescott's death. As soon as I saw that, I instantly thought of Cotton Weary because I remembered that interview from Scream 2. Another thing that we do have to keep in mind too about the Cotton Weary character is that this is Radio Silence's version of Scream 2. So we have to keep in mind that Cotton Weary in Wes Craven's Scream 2 was a very big integral part of the storyline, especially in terms of being a massive red herring. So it is not surprising to me to see Radio Silence do a nice little homage to this character, being that that character was such a big part of the original Scream 2 movie that was directed by Wes Craven. Now, will we see a cameo from Liev Schreiber? I highly doubt it, but it really would be nice, if he would make a cameo, possibly playing, the Broadway musical's director of some sorts. That would be really cool. I don't think we're going to get that. But I definitely do think that this Broadway musical billboard that you see in this poster and the clip I showed you is further indication that there will be a Cotton Weary reference / homage in Scream 6. But okay, everyone, that is it for this video. Leave a comment below and let me know your thoughts on the new Scream 6 poster. Do you like it? Do you not like it? As well as present me with your perspective on the clues that we got in the poster. Once again, this is I Shot Him 6 Times YouTube horror movie channel. As you know, I'm your host Marcus. If you have not done so already, please shoot this video a like. Helps out with the YouTube algorithm and with the channel a ton. As well as if you're a new viewer to this channel, please shoot that subscribe button as well as that notification bell so you get all the latest content updates to the channel. Be sure to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon. Thank you all for watching.